Turn notifications down on the mobile device.
Part. Do you want to include your part's audio? Yes.
No, absolutely not.
Okay. And pre-show has started.
Hooray. Hooray. Let me make sure we're actually live.
Yup. So there might be a bit of an echo while we check the volume here.
Okay. Live view.
Alright, my turn to talk. Words.
Words.
Alright, you have to be louder than me. I'm gonna fix that.
You seem a little bit quieter to me, but there shouldn't be any reason for that if on my end.
Okay.
Did you get disconnected on Twitch or anything?
What? Oh. Oh. Weird. No. I was just switching microphone settings. I guess it just decided to disappear on me. It did not let you broadcast the microphone settings, apparently.
Oh, okay, yeah, those screens aren't. They don't let you broadcast those.
Yeah. That's all. I was just fixing microphone. Hello everyone who is in the pre-show with us. Crazy is not with us tonight, so I have taken over the Twitch streaming, and it was checking the little extra check of audio because I have not taken over the Twitch streaming in about 30 episodes, and when I did take over the Twitch streaming 30 episodes ago, it didn't go well, so being a little extra about that.
I'm actually going to turn you up because you sound kind of low on my end.
Hello, Moki. Still sound low?
On YouTube, I'm not listening to the Twitch, so I'm not sure how it sounds there.
There we are. We are both here.
Present and accounted for.
Notes. I am still lower than ever. Okay. How do I fix my volume? Never. I go to our party. I go to me, right? Or I can change your volume. Why can't I change my volume? Okay, now we're gonna try this again. Alright, I'm talking. Never, you wanna talk?
Blah, 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 blah.
Alright, now let's try that again where I can hear it. There's gonna be an echo for a second. Now talk now.
Words and things and junk and stuff. Moki's saying that I was louder, but you sounded fine. I'm not sure which method you did, but If I'm too loud, you just need to adjust my volume in the party settings.
That's what I did. I actually made you more quieter. Oh, it says it's more balanced.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
All
Yeah.
right, so we're more balanced. That means we're going in the right direction. Good. Good, good, good.
Does the background ambience and stuff sound pretty well balanced as well?
I don't have any of that noise on. uh, yeah.
You don't have ambient sounds and music and
Okay,
stuff on at all?
I do have some ambient. There's a little bit of ambient. Everyone gets to look at the abomination that I have my volume settings on.
Your footstep volume all the way up, so you can hear everybody
Yep.
running around.
Yep. I wasn't doing heists at all. Not at all. Nope.
Music is the one that we keep getting flagged for.
Mm.
But every time I've just been like, no, we can use that. And it's been fun, so.
Alright, so we'll turn up the ambient a little bit. There. There. We have a little ambient.
Monkey
There we go.
says that's nice.
If that's nice, then that's what we'll stick with.
Awesome sauce. Awesome potatoes.
Let's see. Now we need to do important bits. Ta-da! We have done all of the audio. We're in the space. Screenshot mode. Boom. I think we're ready for notes. We're ready.
Got a full-on settings show going on over here.
It has been 30 episodes since I have had to do settings. Okay. 30 episodes. And those 30 episodes ago, I messed it up. So we're not going to do that again. I'm just going to make sure.
You know what would be nice is if they had ways to like save some presets so that you could we could have like show settings and then our regular game settings. That would be handy. I don't know that I see it being a thing we get anytime soon. It's not on the top of the priority list, I'm sure.
Alrighty. I'm ready to start, are you?
I think so. My cat decided now was the time she wanted to be in my lap. The one that never wants to sit in my lap. She likes it when I'm podcasting for whatever reason. Nope.
It's a cat computer thing. Cats love computers. They love Zoom meetings. They love all of those things. It's just cats love it.
She doesn't really get up on the computer or anything. She just gets up in my lap. Now she smells my drink. She's trying to get to my drink now, but most of the time when she does this, she just gets up in my lap and sits down. But she won't normally do that. If I pick her up, she jumps down. She's like, nope, I don't want you to do it on your terms. It's going to be when I'm ready for it. So, anyway, you're going to have to get down because you can't be doing that. All right. I am ready. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to a Snug Podcast. I'm Never Separate, and with me is Gwen the Bard. Hi, Gwen.
Hello, Never.
Have you been having a wonderful, fantastic week playing in the snow?
No. The snow has been melting. It's been really warm.
We had a fantastic few weeks of being stuck in the house because of ice. We got some snow, and then we got a bunch of ice, and then it was just all frozen, and we couldn't really play in it. So, yeah, but it's melting now.
I actually started setting up the tables in my greenhouse today to start the early planting season and stuff. It's yay. It's nice out.
Weather is weird.
It's been a consistent 30 degrees. It's like summer. For Skyrim, 30 degrees this summer, okay? After being in the negative 40s last week.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a huge change. It's gonna be weird. I keep telling everybody we need to take pictures of us standing next to the piles of snow that'll probably still be there, even when it's 70 degrees outside the next couple of days. It's just gonna look ridiculous. but, um, but anyway, thankfully we were able to get back out on the roads and go to work and school and all that good jazz. So anyway, have you been in game at all this past week?
Yes. I got to do Dread Sail Wreath with some friends, and that was fun. I love doing trials. And we didn't do a show last week, so this is the week prior, but I think it's important and fun to talk about. Randomly, it was like a Wednesday at like 1 in the afternoon, and I really need some more of at least one more of those stained glass windows for elsewhere, right? And you only get them for the lead from killing dragons. So, me and my sister, we were running around and we were just killing dragons. Now, this is 1 p.m. on a Wednesday in the middle of a work week, and it ended up not just being us. Like, we'd go and we'd start killing a dragon, and then like 3 to 7 more people would show up. Then we'd go and we'd start killing another dragon, and like 3 to 7 more people would show up. And this is just a random middle of the week, just a bunch of people killing dragons and elsewhere, and that was very nice. And I did not get the lead, but it was still nice. Just why are there this many people online killing dragons right now? Cool. What have you been doing in game? Anything cool?
This past week, since the show we missed, I don't think I've really been in game a ton. I've tried to hop on and grab logins a few times, and but I think last week before, whatever, I've been working on questing through. I always get mixed up. That Glenumbra, Rivenspire, that's Daggerfall, right? Or is that Ebonheart?
Yes, that's Daggerfall.
Yeah.
Rivenspire is Daggerfall.
Yeah, I always get mixed up on that. which parts are which for the different factions outside of Aldmeri, because that's my primary. But so I've been working on that quest line, and I'm in. Is it Stormhaven that's between those? Anyway, I helped take care of some like Daedric problems, and there was like portals popping up, and scamps everywhere, and lots of nonsense going on. And as the hero does, I came in and saved the town. And the thing I wasn't expecting was, clearly I'm the expert on this, meeting people 10 minutes prior and them telling me their little bit of plight that they're in for different things. I got to be matchmaker between William and Ingrid, I believe is the names. I was like talking to William, and he's talking about being lonely now or something. I don't remember. And it's like, have you considered Ingrid? I was like, why am I trying to set these people up? I don't know these people. I just rolled into town and like killed some Daedra. Like, how am I now the matchmaker? But I thought that was kind of silly and fun, and probably the most notable thing about that part of the quest that I was doing. But and I don't remember if that's even main quest. That might have just been side quest in that town. But that's been mostly it. Outside of a little bit of housing stuff here and there, but I don't know if I've done anything significant enough since the last time I talked about that. So yeah, that's pretty much been it for me. And that's pretty much it for us, because there's no crazy this week.
Speaking of housing, you reminded me that I have been putting more books on bookshelves. I learned the large build high aisle bookcases, you can put books on them and still click the books. So those are the bookshelves I have been switching my bookshelves out to for the ones that I want for a full library.
Are those are they empty to start with, or do they already have some like?
They already have some on it. That's why I'm using them to
Okay.
make it look more full.
Right.
Because initially I wanted the Colovian ones, but when you were putting them on the Colovian one, once it's on the shelf, you can't click the book. It's just part of the shelf. But the high aisle ones, you can.
Yeah, they should fix that on all bookcases. You ought to be able to put books in the bookcases and use them. I mean, that's clearly why people would put bookcases in their house, I would think. I've noticed that too. There's been some books I tried to stick on a bookcase, and once I did, it was like, why can't I read that? That doesn't make any sense. But are you able to actually? Are you able to stand them up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's pretty tight, and it's fiddly, and it takes a while to get them to be a set, but once they're there, you can click them all individually. So.
Yeah, I know that there's some of the bookcases that the books are actually bigger than the shelves themselves. So it's like
that's most of the bookcases. The newer bookcases, though, don't seem to have that problem, which is nice. It's more the older bookcases that seem to have that problem.
Yeah, so maybe that's something they figured out. It'd be nice if they go back and touch up the other ones, but again, I'm sure that's not top of their priority list at the moment. So,
speaking of books,
yes,
there is the Cambrielic Tome public testing. However, that was last week. That's not this week.
Yeah, I don't know that I've even heard too much about that. I've been a little bit more out of the loop this past week. So have you heard much feedback on that?
I have not. I have been absolutely sick with a head cold for the past week or so now. So, haven't heard anything new about it. What I have learned, what they did say was that it was just going to be temporary things and not what the actual tome is going to be.
Right.
The tome that is going to be released live, and we don't see it until then, I guess. It's a special tome.
Do we want to read this article about that, or just mention that it'll be in the notes?
I think it's a mention, because this was last week. This is already over with. This isn't even in the PTS anymore.
Oh, okay. All right.
That's why I was just mentioning it and not reading
Gotcha.
the article. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, I don't follow the PTS stuff just a whole lot because I can't engage with it. I've been seeing a bit about some of the changes each week from Dragon Knight and stuff like that,
But I'm excited to move on to the February stuff, because we get a new event.
February.
And we get to read about it tonight, and I'm excited for that.
Yeah. Do you want to start with that there survival?
Oh yes, we will start with the survival guide, Surviving February. Despite the bitter cold or the boiling hot, there's actual things that happen in February as well. So there is a little survival guide roadmap that they've been continuing to do, which is nice. And it starts with Get Ready to Ride Golden Pursuits, January 7th to February 4th. If you haven't claimed the Anniversary Fellowship Fair, there is still time. However, there is no longer still time. That is over. It is February 8th as of our time of recording. So the next one, White Strikes Mayhem, February 4th, is also over. The daily login rewards, though, from February 1st to February 28th. Log in the ESO daily this month and to claim a suite of useful consumables and items, including some valuable crafting materials such as dry wax on day 7, rosin on 14, and tempering alloy on day 21. And then Hearts Week, February 11th through the 18th. Earn a new memento while enjoying a bonus XP before games for your companions during the Hearts Week in-game event. Look for more information about this new event even closer to its start date. Golden Pursuits. Hasten to Hearts Day, February 11th through the 18th. Earn even more rewards during the Hearts Week event period, including an affectionate emote, furnishings, and more with new Golden Pursuits campaign. Indie charity drive to be determined. Help ESO creators Tyranny and No Lollygagging and Friends support the American Heart Association with a series of special charity live streams during Hearts Week. Check out the individual channels for details. Two-sided deathmatch weekend, February 25th to March 4th. Once you're done with all the lovey-dovey stuff, get back to what you do best with a deathmatch battlegrounds weekend mid-P event. Whether you're adventuring with that special someone or need to level up your companions fast, there's a lot to love about ESO this February. Keep an eye out for all kinds of Heart Week content on the website and socials this month, including a new Lord Masters archive.
Am I just blanking and not remembering this properly? Is 8v8 the new thing that they did with Battlegrounds?
Yes.
I remember them going to 2 teams instead of 3, but I guess I forgot that it was 8v8 and not just 2 teams of 4. Okay. Just me blanking. That's typical. If you're new here, that's not new for me. Cool.
Sorry, I'm a sick attack there. Alright. Yeah, February's full of stuff, including some new Crown Store showcase things. We can just cover the new things.
Alright.
You want to cover those?
Yeah, let me get that pulled up here. Alright, so as usual, we've got lots of new and returning things. So new items. These are the new items coming for the first time. The dates listed below are the times you can expect to find them in the Crown Store. The Druid Spring Conservatory House. That's going to be available February 5th to February 19th from 10 a.m. to 10 a.m. Have you seen this house? Have you looked at this house?
I have. It has another one of those like weird included, like you have to purchase it, but once you purchase it you can like push this button and it does something cool, but I didn't purchase it so I can't push the button.
Yeah, I was looking at that. I was like, well, I can't do anything with this, but
it's still really pretty. Like, all of the houses they've been releasing lately, I like that house. I want that house.
Yeah.
Yes, I'll take that house. Yes, I'll take that house. They've all been pretty good lately.
Yeah, so if you haven't had a chance to check this one out, if you're into housing, it's got each one of the 4 seasons is represented. So you've got like one garden that's snowing, one that looks like spring, one that's all, summery, and another one that's fall. It's got like multiple. It's got like a big round gazebo in the middle, and then some like greenhouse type things off to the sides. And, it's a really cool house. Looks really good. The space in it is pretty nice. It would probably be something that people that are really good with making gardens would have a blast with. If I didn't have a house and had crowns to spend on that house, it definitely would be one I would give some consideration to, just because the buildings that are in it that you can't buy, I think are kind of cool. I like those that greenhouse kind of look, letting the light in, and so those are fun. But so yeah, definitely go check that out. Anyway, moving on. We've got the Water Dancer Nereid Furnishing Pack. It says, add some glamour to your gardens by setting a beguiling Nereid statue amid splashy water fixtures. The soothing sights and sounds of water are sure to lend your home deep tranquility. The new furnishing pack, Water Dancer Nereid, will be available in the Crown Store on all platforms for a limited time, 10 a.m. February 5th to February 19th. So that lines up with the house. And so that one's got like some like waterfall things that you can kind of put a waterfall wherever you want. That's kind of neat. A couple different fountains that you can have like splashing water up. So it's pretty cool. If you've got a place that you think would be kind of fun to have, throw a waterfall in, that your current house doesn't have a waterfall, then you can just add one. So pretty neat. We've got skill styles. We've got Snipe Sanguine Rose. That'll be available 10 a.m. on February 12th through the 19th. We have the Blossom Lover Bundle. One Thing of the Colorful Isle of Contemplation Indric. One thing the Colorful Isle of Contemplation Indric and the Fawn-Furred Pride Home Jerboa have in common is their love of blossoms. Indulge their taste by taking them on effervescent adventures with you. Both are included in this available bundle. The new Blossom Lover Bundle will be available in the Crown Store, all platforms, February 12th from 10 a.m. to February 19th to 10 a.m. Then you've got the Summer's Shimmer Wedding Bundle. Pledge to your beloved under Mara's benevolent gaze while wearing the Somerset Gala wedding gown and shimmering gala gown veil. This gorgeous costume and memento promise to make your oath-taking day one to remember forever. That'll be available from February 12th through the 19th. And we've got the Somerset Gala wedding gown, also available the 12th through the 19th, and the memento. So these can be purchased as a bundle, or you can purchase them separately. So the same time frame. So if you want one or the other, you can purchase separately, or you can get them as a bundle. Then we've got crafting and outfit styles. The Vaskrona Guardian. Okay, it says Zatu Tom. I may be messing that up, but research associate to antiquarian Muzatai writes, I admire the distinctive appearance of Vaskrona Guardian gear. Strong, stalwart, and imposing. Definitely worthy of research, even better when worn. Used to learn the Vaskrona Guardian crafting style. Also has a chance to drop by killing the final boss in Nash Kaldish. The new crafting motif will be available in the Crown Store on all platforms from 10 a.m. on the 19th to the 26th of February. Motif chapters and very rarely the complete book have a chance to drop from Talon La and the Nash Kaldish on at least veteran difficulty. Yagura's Bane Armor Pack. If you're going to fight Yagura, use gear made from their spiky bits. Serves them right for trying to shred you to pieces, yeah. Alter your armor's appearance by using the complete set of Yagura's Bane outfit styles. Available in the Crown Store on all platforms, 10 a.m. on February the 26th through March 5th. The Yagura's Bane Arms Pack. That's also going to be available 26th through the 5th. And that's everything that's in the new section. Under returning items, you've got New Moon Dragon Cult Garb. You've got some skins returning, adornments, crafting and outfit styles, Lady Thorn Arms Pack, Yfray's Will, several things there. Let's see, the event, you'll be able to get event tickets, Dark Chivalry crates. Those will be available from the 19th.
This is going to be the last event for event tickets, isn't it?
I think so. Yeah, If not this one, there wouldn't be too many more. But I think you're right. Um, and it's given us access to some pieces of the new thing, and this I think is going to be the first time that you'll be able to get the morphable uh, pet or whatever it is. You'll only have to get it the one time,
Yep.
so you won't have to keep going back and out. That's a good change. I'm so glad they're doing that. That's so tedious. Um, I mean, I guess to an extent it makes sense to, you changed it, so you got to go get the base one again, but it wasn't the most enjoyable thing, so good change there.
Have you seen the recall action that the bat can morph into once you have it?
I don't know.
It's really cool. You should look at it.
Where is that available to see?
Is it in our... Can you preview it in the thing? In the regular...
I'm not sure.
Any collectibles?
I never think to look at that. I know they put that stuff in there ahead of time.
You can. Here we go. Let's preview this. Starting. And arriving. Just can be your best vampire by flying around a pile of red bats.
Yeah, that's kind of cool. Definitely, if you're running around as a vampire, it's very fitting. So, yeah, it's cool to see them adding some things like that in there for to be able to get
Have
those.
them be earnable.
Yeah, because the customized actions and stuff like that are kind of fun. And there for a little bit, we didn't really have too many options that weren't just crown purchases. So being able to get some of that stuff to their gameplay is going to be nice. That one does look pretty cool. I have the one from the bundle that you call down the Dark Anchor, and it's cool, but it's kind of worn out its welcome a little bit, I think.
It also doesn't make sense for you because you're a Templar. That's for Moloch Ball Worshipper.
Yeah, I just thought it was kind of cool, and I wanted to experiment with that bundle just to see if I actually got anything else out of it I liked. I did not.
Okay.
But yeah, it's definitely not my favorite. But I don't care to spend any more crowns getting more. So that they've had one or two other ones that were available through to be earned too, right?
Yeah, because I've been using the one we earned through like the Gold Road Westfield event.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was a calendar login or you earned it, but
I think it was maybe
pile of leaves.
Yeah, I think that might have been a Golden Pursuit thing, or something, because I didn't actually get it. I don't remember why, but yeah, the swirly leaf thing,
pile
that
of
was
leaves.
that one's cool
Yeah.
too.
That just makes sense for a Bosmer, especially for a Bosmer Warden. So that's the one I've been sticking with.
Yeah.
And it's pretty. Who doesn't like fall leaves?
There was one I think it was in the store. I don't remember if it was from the crates or what recently. That was like a sword dancer, I think is what it was. And it looked kind of cool. I almost picked it up just because.
Oh yeah.
I like
was
swords,
tempted.
and I tend to run around with a two-hand sword quite a bit, and so I was like, that one's kind of fitting. I think that'd be kind of cool, but I didn't get it, so I'm not sure if it's still there or if that's gone now. But
No, I think it was linked to some crates. Maybe it was crates. Yeah.
yeah, I think you're right. I don't remember, but anyway. Yeah, so if you want to take a look at the Crown Store Showcase, that's going to be linked in our show notes, so you can go check out the full thing. Other than the stuff we talked about, everything else is returning. It's been here before, so we'll let you just go check that. Now, it's been mentioned already, but we've got a new event coming.
We do celebrate camaraderie and companionship during the Hearts Week event. So, the first ever Hearts Week endgame event comes to ESO with new quest boons and rewards. Mara teaches us that love is not only reserved for the love-struck or newly married, but for friends and passing strangers alike. Her celebrations remind us that we dance in her light whenever we are brave enough to bare our hearts. Kuzumjo, priest of Mara. Hearts Week. Mara's blessings come to ESO with the arrival of a new in-game event. Celebrate those close to you during Hearts Week from February 11th to February 18th. During the event, you can earn special rewards, including event tickets and the new Hearts Day Duelist outfit style. In addition, your companions gain XP, including skill line XP, at 100% increased rate, and enjoy an increase to rapport gained by 50% and a decrease of losses to rapport by 50% during this time. To help share the love, you can complete the Heartsick Follies quest offered by Kazamjo at the festival grounds in Craiglorm, just outside Belcar. The quest is optional for the event bonuses, but it rewards the amulet of the heart memento required for certain event achievements, as well as a new event reward box called Mara's Parcels. More on both rewards below. Parcel rewards. During the event period, you can earn Mara's parcels in several ways, but primarily by completing adventuring tasks with friends. Being in a group with one or more other players counts, as does having a companion summoned. The tasks that reward parcels are defeating a Delph boss, defeating a world boss, defeating an Infinite Archive boss, a chance for a parcel when you complete an incursion, such as a Dark Anchor or Abyssal Geyser, looting a treasure chest, a small chance for a parcel when you harvest resource nodes, pickpocketing an NPC. Additionally, each of the event's 4 non-repeatable quests, including Heartsick Follies, which starts the chain, grant a parcel for completion. The first time you receive a parcel during a day, you are rewarded a gold-quality Mara's Extravagant parcel. Subsequent awards during the same day yield purple quality Mara's delectable parcels. Mara's Extravagant parcels contain a chance of assorted alchemy materials, a chance of a random style item, a chance of crafting boosters such as pitch embroidery or tempering alloy, a chance of one of the following: a furnishing recipe, a Hearts Week themed provisioning recipe, a chance of one of the following: unbound equipment repair kits, bound group repair kits, a chance of one of the following: a random treasure map, a guild citation consumable for the Fighters Guild, Mages Guild, or Undaunted, a companion gift consumable. These new items boost rapport with the given companion. Each companion has a major gift and a minor gift, specifically for them. You must already be at least friendly with the companion for them to accept the gift from you. Companion gear, provided you have unlocked one or more companions. The very first Extravagant parcel opened during the event will contain a guaranteed gold quality companion ring, an unbound Hearts Day Duelist armor outfit style page if you have not already received one that day. Mara's delectable parcels contain a chance of assorted alchemy materials, a chance of a random style item, a chance of crafting boosters such as pitch embroidery, tempering alloy, a chance of one of the following: a furnishing recipe, a Hearts Week themed provisioning recipe, a chance of one of the following: unbound equipment repair kits or bound group repair kits, a chance of one of the following: a random treasure map, a guild citation consumable, a companion gift consumable. Note that the daily extravagant parcels have improved chances of all random rewards compared to repeatable delectable parcels. As a further source of rewards, you can earn Mara's Piquette parcels in your in-game mail or completing event achievements using Amulet of the Heart. Mara's Piquette parcels contain crafting items, a random style item, one of the following: a furnishing recipe or a Hearts Week themed furnishing recipe, a bound group repair kit, a guild citation consumable, a companion gift consumable. Event tickets in the Impresiaro. You can earn up to 2 event tickets each day by participating in the event. You earn tickets alongside your Mars extravagant parcel each day. Note that these items are looted together, and the tickets are not contained in the box itself. Also, be aware that the event tickets cannot be earned by pickpocketing. The holiday is for stealing hearts, not rewards. You can earn up to 14 total event tickets over the course of Hearts Week. Once you've earned your event tickets, you can spend them at the impresario's tent in the usual fashion. She's acquired the finest Hearts Day wares to offer for the event, including bound Hearts Day Duelist style pages, all 3 Roseblood pet fragments, the first 2 Roseblood Wing Recall customized action fragments, group care pets, and companion guild commendations. If Indrakes are more your thing, then Festive Goods, the Impresario's associate, Nenulare, has the following items available to suit your fancy: the Narcissant Indrake Feathers, Dawnwood Indrake Berries, Spectral Indrake Berries, Springtide Indrake Pet, and Haunting Indrake Pet. And of course, the event also sees the Impresario's assistant doing his humble best to spread the celebratory spirit with some additional goods, including the Unstable Monolith Pet Fragments, Sylfire Dragon Illusion Pet Fragments, all 3 Passion Dancer Blossom Pet Fragments, Doomchar Plateau House Fragments, Sacred Hourglass of Akatosh Furnishing Fragments, Horde Hunter Ursaknot Fragments. Open your heart. Across Tamriel, diverse cultures celebrate togetherness during Hearts Week. Join them in honoring friends, adventuring companions, and loved ones as Mara looks on. Don't mind Sanguine over there. This has nothing to do with the summoning day. Honest. I love how they included Sanguine.
Yeah, that's not suspicious at all. I noticed I did listen to one other person's video discussing this event, and he gave some tips, and I won't give his specific tips about the companions, but if you're new to companions or just haven't thought to do much leveling with your companions, remember that each companion has a passive perk or bonus, however you want to word that, talent, whatever. For example, if you have Ember, when you pickpocket, you have a chance to get an extra wallet, basically, that can give you some extra gold. And if you get them to a high enough level with their rapport, and I don't remember what else you have to do, but basically you can unlock that passive ability without having to have the companion equipped. So you would be able to have Miri or Bastion out, for example, and still get Ember's perk. So this is going to be a great time to work on leveling up some companions you haven't done as much with, perhaps, or if you're new and you haven't gotten any of the companions yet, this will be a good way to kind of boost that grind a little bit, because a lot of the things that you do to boost rapport, they're on cooldowns. Especially the big ones, you can't just go and do the big ones back to back to back to back. You have to kind of give them anywhere from 5 minutes to, I think, some are even like once a day, maybe. But the other thing is, for example, if you're running around Tamriel with Miri, she is not a fan of you grabbing bugs. And it's just real easy when you see a torch bug to go, ooh, torchy bug, let me go grab it and, get insect parts or whatever. And she's always like, gross, and your rapport goes down. So if you have a habit of doing that, or anything that may harm your rapport with a companion, it's going to cut that down in half. So, yeah, this is going to be a good time to level a lot of that stuff up and really, get some good benefits even from companions that you're not necessarily using, if you'll take the time to level up and, maybe go through their quest lines and stuff during this event too.
I wonder how low I could passively, how low I could get my rapport with Miri just by playing the way I normally play.
Yeah, I have to really kind of check myself because I just have a habit of if I run by something, I grab it, and I find myself getting in trouble with her quite a bit. Um, I also get in trouble because I tend to want to pickpocket people too much when I'm in places I probably shouldn't, and I'm tempted to pickpocket guards a lot, and I get caught, and my report goes because they don't like it when you get caught doing things illegal too much.
No.
They don't
No,
mind.
Ember's like, you got caught?
Yeah, they don't mind you doing it so much. Um, it's like you can go rob
Oh
people.
no, it depends who you're with. If you are running around with Sharp, you have to be careful of who you're pickpocketing, because if you're not pickpocketing someone who's like a rich noble or a mage or something, if you're pickpocketing someone like just a regular dock worker or a laborer, Sharp gets pissed. You lose
Really?
rapport with Sharp, yeah, because he he respects like the everyday working Tamrielic citizen, and if he's like, why are you stealing from them? No, you steal from someone who actually like is more deserving of theft.
That's funny. Yeah, I haven't done much with Sharp. I think I unlocked his quest. I think I went and met Sharp and got his quest, but I don't think I've actually uh, really done any of it yet. So I need to work on those. The only one that I've completed the quest line for is Ember, and then I've been working through Miri's, but I haven't. I've gotten to a point where I just kind of set it aside. I have the next step of her quest to work on, but I've been, uh, working on trying to finish up the Cadwell's Gold. So not focused too much on that stuff. But this might be a good time for me to do it because I'm going to get all these extra bonuses from doing
Yeah,
things.
you have to hit all of them, I believe, require you to get them to max level to get their bonus passively.
I mean, yeah, you have to get at least, there is definitely a
Because
point
you
you
have
have
to
to
summon
reach.
them
But
at max level, that's one of the achievements. And you have to complete all of their achievements in order to get their passive bonus.
okay, okay, yeah, I'm not sure if I even necessarily have Embers unlocked yet. I need to look. Um, she's just the one that I could remember what it was off the top of my head. Um, I know I know there's like perks for better pickpocket or better lock picking and uh, extra things
There's
at
the
a
lock picking, seeing
ex-
heavy sacks easier.
yes, extra things at a treasure chest. I think is one if I remember
Um,
right. I could be wrong on that.
I think that might be Miri's.
But anyway, yeah,
And then
just
there's, you know, let's see, the Knight's Fallen pack, the extra things from killing bosses and stuff from Isabel. But yeah,
yeah,
anyway, there's a good reasons to do stuff with the companions, and if you, it also sounds like that we're getting continued companion quests with this in a way, because you get the companion specific item, and that lets you have some like dialogue with them.
yeah. That's interesting. I don't think I caught that when listening to stuff about this about having the specific items for companions. So that's cool. Um, and also, there's a new with a new event. There's new provisioning recipes. Now, I wonder if those will just be kind of repeats of other recipes, just labeled differently. If it'll actually have some new effects.
And they might just have new flavor text. Who knows?
Yeah,
We'll see. But if you look too closely at like the New Life ones and the Jester's Festival ones and the Halloween ones, they all do the same things. They just have different flavor text.
right. But yeah, that's cool. It's cool to see a new event get added, and I'm
I'm
not sure.
excited for it. I am really excited for it. You can also already look at all of the achievements in your quest journal under holiday achievements. They've been under there for a while.
What do you think about that costume or armor?
I was reading the words. I didn't pay attention.
I don't know. I don't think that's my
I
style.
tend not to try. I don't go out of my way to get all of the costume pieces normally. I just don't. Meh.
Yeah,
I
I
like the
generally,
hat.
I generally don't. Yeah, the hat might be kind of fun. I generally don't worry too much. If anything, if I'm going to try to get a piece, the chest piece is the one that I often focus on, just because it's the most usually more uh, predominant than the other pieces. Like, you don't notice the gloves and stuff as much a lot of times. So, um, but yeah, I haven't ever really
Outfit
focused it.
styles don't help with crafting motifs, so they don't help with writs, so they don't matter.
Cool. Yeah. So go grab your companions. Go just do stuff, and you'll pretty much be earning extra rewards from doing that. Sorry, you passed your almost sick thing over to me too.
You're welcome.
All right. Well, so we've got um, some updates from the Dragon Knight changes over on PTS. If you've been following that, they've been going back and forth, doing some things, trying to take feedback in. Uh, and so they've released an article diving into the Dragon Knight class PTS updates. Your feedback has resulted in even more changes to the Dragon Knight class. Check them out here. As part of the ongoing class refresh work, Update 49 and Season 0 will feature a complete rework of the Dragon Knight class. These changes to ESO's Fiery class were first able to be experienced on the public test server in January, and based on your feedback, we've made a host of additional changes and adjustments. Discover what tweaks we've made thanks to your notes with the new breakdown from the development team. Hey all, we're back with another Dragon Knight update, focused on answering some of the most common questions we've seen, highlighting where your feedback has already made a difference, and giving you a transparent look at what to expect moving forward. As always, thank you for taking the time to share your thoughts during the last few weeks of the Update 49 PTS. Your participation genuinely helps shape the way this class evolves. Update goals. With the last few weeks of PTS under our belts, our goals with this update are simple. Address some of the biggest questions and feedback we've seen. Show you where your feedback has led to real changes. Share some insight on the constraints we face and what can and cannot happen during a PTS cycle. We want you to know what's changing and how your input continues to influence the future of the Dragon Knight class. Before we get into the specifics of what's changing for Update 49 based on the PTS feedback, we want to acknowledge that opinions and preferences vary tremendously over the course of any PTS, but especially this one. We're always working to make sure combat in ESO feels good for everyone. This means when looking at a class as a whole and thinking through how it feels for veteran players, casual and returning players, and even people picking up DK for the first time. Some mechanics, especially ones involving shorter duration timers or animation tight rotations like weaving, can be tough for inexperienced players. We're continuing to refine abilities and skill interactions so that the class feels rewarding regardless of your skill level. We're also taking performance into account as we work through the class refresh. Hardware differences, frame rates, and connection stability can all impact how combat feels in ways that aren't directly tied to ability function. We are continually working to minimize that gap where possible. What's improved? A slew of bug fixes and adjustments have been made since PTS 1. You can see the full list below, but expect improvements across animations, behavior consistency, and ability responsiveness. Bug fixes. Dragon Wing visual effects were misaligned on Dragon Leap ability and its morphs, as well as the Wing Buffet ability and its morphs. Dragon Leap and its morphs fixed in PTS Week 2. Wing Buffet and its morphs were fixed in PTS 3. Fixed several issues with the Engulfing Dragonfire ability, including but not limited to players being able to recast the ability before the prior cast finishes. Stacking damage. Fixed PTS Week 2. Various Dragon Knight visual effect issues for class abilities, including Corrosive Armor, Engulfing Dragonfire, Obsidian Shield, Fragmented Shield, and Firekeeper, Corrosive Armor and Engulfing Flames were fixed in PTS Week 3. The others were fixed in PTS Week 4. The Dragon Fire Breath ability was not leveling up at the correct rate, fixed in PTS Week 3. Fixed a bug with Earth Spike Mantle on PTS, where the armor abruptly disappeared instead of naturally fading out, fixed in Week 3. Fixed the bug affecting the Firekeeper morph of Hearthfire, where rapidly activating this ability resulted in VFX issues, and a separate issue where this ability and its morphs didn't update their target sorting each tick. This was fixed in Week 4. Fixed an issue where Core of Flame and its morphs were missing the 15% bonus potency modifier to their damage to account for their delay. Fixed in Week 3. Fixed an issue with Disintegrating Dragonfire where Major Breach was not extended by Elfbane. Fixed in Week 3. Feedback. Based on community feedback, we updated the visuals for Dragonblood so that the heart no longer appears above the character's head. During PTS Week 2, we shared an early look video at the updated effects. This went into effect in PTS Week 3, and you can read more here in another link. We have made some visual changes to the originally updated design for Earth Spike Mantle based on your feedback. The changes on PTS as of Week 2 are what we were able to do in the short term. We know there is a desire to see this further refined by removing the base plate. While this is not something that we will get to for Update 49, it is on our radar for future consideration, and you can read more at this other link. We've seen your feedback that the Dragonite class's overall ability strength still felt lower than ideal after Week 1. We made following adjustments in PTS 3 and 4. Ardent Flame, Lava Whip, the ability, and Flame Lash Morph now generate 5 stacks for 20 seconds instead of allowing rapid recasts. Damage increased 40% to compensate. This should smooth out rotations and reduce ability uptime conflicts. Flame Lash grants 14% damage done, 7 against players, for 45 seconds if all stacks of Power Lash are expended and you are a Dragon Knight, meaning not subclassed using that skill line. Molten Whip, Seething Fury grants 5% damage done, 2% against players, per stack if you are a Dragon Knight. Dev Note. Damage is intentionally inflated short term so DK can keep pace with current meta while long-term solutions develop. Searing Strike. DOT damage per tick increased 50%, making it effectively 2 times stronger overall, accounting for GCD loss. Searing Claw. Bonus per tick reduced to 10% from 24 since the base ability is now stronger. Bonus is now baked into base damage for accuracy and performance. Core of Flame. Fixed missing 15% potency modifier. Soul of Flame. Fixed stamina restore incorrectly scaling from missing magicka. Dragon Knight Standard. Reduced this ultimate and all of its morphs cost to 200 down from 250. Reduced the base damage reduction to 7 to 10% based on rank, down from 9 to 12. Reduced the base weapon and spell damage to 270 to 300, down from 345 to 375. Standard of Might, the same changes to values as the base morph. This morph now grants the caster 15% damage done, 15% reduced damage taken, and 300 weapon and spell damage while inside the area rather than 475 weapon and spell damage and 12% reduced damage taken. Dev Note. We're balancing the ultimate by aiding uptime potential, reducing some supportive strength, and restoring more caster power to echo the original standard feel. This will avoid a full revert and long-time Ardent Flame oversaturation, while buffing values for the time being. Excuse me, sorry. Draconic Power. Dragonfire Breath, DOT damage, or dot damage per tick increased 50%. Disintegrating Dragonfire. Fixed Major Breach not being extended by Elfbane. Engulfing Dragonfire. Stacking retuned to ramp more consistently. Now plus 5% damage each tick up to 50 regardless of hits, instead of 20% every other tick on top or on hit up to 80%. Dev note, restrictions from prior iterations felt unintuitive, so this morph was toned down to remain a fun, context-strong alternative. Dragon Leap. CC now depends on the target type. Players are knocked back 4 meters and stunned for 2 seconds. Monsters are launched upward, stunned for 3 seconds, restoring impact in PvE. Earth and Heart. Corrosive Armor Ultimate. The ability has been updated several times throughout the PTS cycle based on community feedback. Damage cap is currently 3% of max health on live servers, increased to 8% with PTS 1. Based on community feedback, the damage cap was further increased to 12% of max health during week 3, or PTS 3, with the dot only affecting monsters in an effort to improve PvP balance. With PTS 4, this morph's penetration once again only applies to direct damage attacks, and the limit is 6% of your max health. Damage done was increased to 12.5 and targets all enemies instead of only monsters. Dev note, penetration changes from PTS 1 were rolled back based on PvP feedback. Penalties have been eased while maintaining a sharper trade-off. The change still offers a higher damage ceiling than live with reduced duration and survivability, but far less extreme than earlier PTS weeks. Molten Armaments. Damage cooldown reduced to 1.5 seconds, aligning with faster heavy attack builds and pairing better with Empower. Blessing at the Peak passive now triggers from casting or dealing damage with Earth and Heart abilities. Now grants 5 and 10% critical damage. Superheated Ward. The change here is to address feedback regarding its morph, Magma Fist. Magma Fist, this morph now gains an additional effect when hitting a target at max stacks of heat shock, which increases the damage done to your next Magma Fist by 66% within 6 seconds, up to once every 6 seconds. Heat shock now lasts for 7 seconds rather than 10, and increases damage taken by 66 up from 33, originally 65 pre-PTS. Dev note, we're adjusting heat shock to more closely match its original duration and power, addressing veteran player concerns and restoring some upkeep mastery. We're also adding caster-focused strength to better support stamina DK playstyles. You can read more about these adjustments in this forum post linked there. Additional feedback. Some abilities felt slower. We heard a lot of feedback about certain abilities feeling like they had more of a delay than before. Specifically, we've noticed Incinerate, Dragonfire Breath, and Chains of Flame being highlighted as examples. Here's a closer look at what's really happening in these specific cases. These abilities are not actually slower from a gameplay timing perspective. Mechanically speaking, some are even faster under the hood. To address the previous feedback that combat felt floaty at times, these these animations now have clearer launch frames, which adds definition and weight. There's now more delineation between certain character movements, visual effects, and audio effects, creating more punctuation through the ability to create improved flow and causality. We can interpret this additional visual and audio information as slower, even though the mechanics and timing remain the same. This added weight is intentional. The goal is to make DK combat feel more powerful, punchy, and readable without sacrificing much or any speed of gameplay. Balance, power levels, and long-term plans. Following our forum post during week 2, addressing Dragon Knight power level on update 49 PTS, we saw further feedback and requests for changes on some abilities. Some pain points can be addressed quickly. Others require more comprehensive solutions that take longer. The changes we have implemented are tweaks based on the early PTS feedback and data we've collected as more of you have entered PTS. Some feedback also can't be solved immediately without risking bigger imbalances. As we progress through the class refresh effort, we'll continue to monitor where imbalances lie and adjust as needed. We previously mentioned that we are working on a longer-term solution to address the gap between subclassing and pure classing. We are working on a bridge solution that begins as a stopgap but will become a permanent enhancement. It will evolve based on your feedback and the shifting meta. The long-term class plan is bigger than any single PTS cycle, and this approach will help us move towards that future step by step. We understand that it may be tumultuous at times, but as we begin to flesh this out, we hope you'll see these improvements come into focus one piece at a time. We'll have more information on this in the coming months as we begin to build it out. PTS cycle limitations. One of the questions we frequently see when we roll out weekly PTS updates is, why can't X change be made instead? We try to act on as much of your feedback as we safely can, but there are limits to what can change from one week to the next. What can change week to week? We can make small, safe adjustments, things like some number tweaks or simple fixes that don't ripple across the rest of the game. These are faster, lower risk changes that let us respond to your feedback quickly without destabilizing or anything big. What can't change in an incremental update? Larger reworks for things like major system changes, ability redesigns, sweeping changes to animations, effects, audio, or anything that touches multiple interconnected systems aren't typically achievable in a single PTS week, or sometimes an entire PTS cycle, depending on the scope. These types of changes require deeper planning, testing, and coordination across several teams and more time invested. We'd also like to allow enough time for feedback we receive to settle into meaningful data. This helps us better understand whether an issue truly needs action rather than overcorrecting. As discussions continue, our goal is to identify the recurring concerns so we can focus on changes that will have the greater overall impact. Why these limits exist. Each update needs to stay stable, testable, and aligned with the long-term vision for combat and the class refresh. Changes that require the work and coordination of several internal teams can also cause other fixes or updates in a package to become delayed or result in not enough time to adequately test them due to shared resources. Iteration is good, but only when it doesn't break or heavily delay something else in the process. We know many of you have questions about the length of time outlined in the combat roadmap and why certain changes take longer than others, and those questions are fair. We want to talk a bit more openly about timelines, especially around larger efforts like the class refresh, because we know it's something many of you are eager for and curious about. When we say a project like this spans multiple updates or even years, it's not because it's sitting in a queue waiting its turn. It's because of the scale and complexity involved in doing it well. Class abilities aren't contained within a single system. As we hope you've seen during our regular PTS weekly updates, these changes affect animations, sound effects, balance, progression, and how and how that class interacts with every other class and encounter across the game. Even small adjustments can ripple outwards in ways that that require careful coordination and testing. The bar for quality here is high, and it should be. That said, we don't want you to wait years before seeing or feeling progress. That's why we're breaking this work into phases with a multi-update roadmap that allows us to approach these changes thoughtfully and sustainably. With this approach, improvements can reach you as they're ready, and so your feedback can actively help shape what comes next. It's our hope that you're beginning to see this come together through the PTS process with the Dragon Knight changes. Our goal is to be transparent without over-promising, ambitious without cutting corners, and collaborative rather than distant. Sometimes fixes may come in the form of short-term adjustments and long-term solutions. And we appreciate your patience, your passion, and the fact that you care enough to ask these questions in the first place. How can you provide useful feedback? Feedback that is focused on specific problems rather than proposing various solutions. Help us to better identify the source of the issue. As we outlined above, sometimes what may seem like an easy fix isn't necessarily the best option due to rippling effects or impacts in other areas. Problem-focused feedback helps us better determine what the best possible solutions are in both the short and long term. We hope this gives you a clearer sense of how your feedback has helped shape these updates, as well as the constraints we're balancing throughout the PTS cycle. With PTS 4 now live, we won't be adding further incremental patches for the time being, but the server will stay open for anyone who wants to keep testing, exploring, or just playing around. Thank you again for everything you've shared with us so far, and as always, please keep the feedback coming. The Dragon Knight class refresh arrives March 9th as part of Update 49 and Season 0. Are you ready to bring the flame and ruin your foes with the reworked Dragon Knight? Let us know on socials.
Well, that was a lot, and what all that tells me at the end of it all is they're being the team and everyone who's working on this is being very thoughtful about how they are going about it and working through it with their communication. That was a lot of text, a lot of updates, and a lot of explaining different things that normally wouldn't be explained. So that tells me two things. One, they care about the feedback, and two, they have been getting a lot of feedback.
Yeah, apologies for parts of that. I was trying to keep reading, and I kept getting stuff hung in my throat. It was making it hard to get through. That I did not realize the giant wall of text I was stepping into when I started
Those longer articles, we just need to pre-plan, split that up.
Yeah, I thought about that part of the way through, but it was like I'm already committed now.
Committed. You did it so well, though.
But yeah, I am a little disappointed in the time it's going to take to see all of this stuff come to fruition. I think they're talking like 2 years or something like that to have all of it done is kind of I think the plan, the roadmap per se. Before they've gotten every class and I guess probably every weapon, whatever, redone. So that's kind of a long time. It's like it's hard to. I don't play a Dragon Knight. I play around with some of the abilities through subclassing now, but it's like, well, I'm a Templar and I'm not even on the next one or two planned classes. I don't think. I think it's like Nightblade and maybe Warden were next. I don't remember for sure, but. And I may be way off on that, but it is good to see just how much they are communicating and taking feedback and being willing to try out what people, try out changes based on what people were saying. Where before it seemed like people would say, "Hey, this isn't going to work," and they just kind of went ahead and did it anyway, and people were mad and it didn't work, and then you had to wait for a long time for it to be fixed. So seeing them being as responsive to things is a good sign.
Agreed. I'm trying to find a lore thing on Sanguine because, we talked about Hearthstone, but there's nothing there for Sanguine. Like an actual lore book, because there's plenty of lore things, of summarizations and stuff, but I'm not finding any actual lore books.
Really?
Yes.
Well, let's see. Well, there's...
However, I did find... Oh, wait, what did you find?
I just found just like a lore page.
Yeah, I don't want to do the lore page. I did, however, find the little excerpt from one of the... Which... overall, I think this is definitely relevant. This is very relevant because it's related to Tamriel's holidays. Please note, this Lore Masters archive came out December 19th of 2024. Okay, so it's been a minute, but I think it's worth rereading this excerpt from it again with everything coming up this year. The question was, Heart's Day falls on the same day as Sanguine's so-called Summoning Day, when he may apparently be summoned and contacted by mortals. The New Life and Witches festivals also share a time with the days of Clavicus File and Mafala respectively. Could it be... Oh no! I didn't move fast enough!
Uh-oh.
Ah.
We need just a moment for Gwen to
Please
reconnect.
hold. I understand the problems of crazy. I thought I was actually going to be able to get through an entire podcast without somehow getting kicked from the Snugpod. I have not succeeded.
Yeah.
I was doing so good too.
Just need to tie rubber bands around our joysticks.
I was doing so good.
I have found that just pressing the circle button seems to work better for me than moving the joystick, the camera, and stuff.
See, I'd actually been doing really good with the joysticks, and I've been having fun with it too. I had in screenshot mode, and I was just panning one way and panning the other way, just slowly panning. You know, like when you're in Skyrim and you just kind of like leave it alone and it starts panning around. I was just kind of doing that, and it was doing great. And then I got distracted and went down the lore rabbit hole trying to find lore. That's what happens when you try to find lore. That's okay. It's okay. Anyway, here we are. Back to it. So, Heart's Day falls on the same date as Sanguine's so-called Summoning Day, when he may apparently be summoned and contacted by mortals. The New Life and Witches festivals also share their time with the days of Clavicus File and Mafala, respectively. Could it be dangerous to celebrate these holidays? Are these overlapping places on our calendar mere matters of coincidence, or could they be something more nefarious? This question was asked by Telenor Necroblade, Imperial City Arena Champion, who's an impresario, and the answer is, there's no such thing as a coincidence, champ. Not when it comes to culture and belief. Use the city as a signpost. Do you think the Wayrest of today is the Wayrest of 100 years ago? Oh hey, go look at the city of Skywatch. Bits of an older settlement still peek through the cracks here and there between the newly applied mortar. It's the same with religions, cultures, and holidays. Daedric summoning dates get appropriated by newfound religions to sanitize unpopular ideas and solidify worship of the new over the old. Sanguine likely has opinions about that. Sure. But, unless you're as bored as Molag Bal, most Daedric princes are too busy to invade Mirren over something as simple as a holiday usurped here or there. The real danger, though? The Jester's Fest, building up to something nasty, but you didn't hear it from me. There we go. I know, that doesn't actually tell you anything about Sanguine's holiday, but it came up with Sanguine, and, we did hear about getting something new related to Sheogorath this year, and that's just kind of fun. That's what I got for tonight.
Cool.
And for, did you find any Dwemer this week?
No, still no Dwemer. I was hoping maybe to find some hints of them, like maybe a Daedra would drop a clue. Maybe I could find a scamp that had been scampering about in, some Dwemer ruin or something and might have a clue, but no luck so far.
Alright, so I have two things. For No More Murder Hobos. One, how would your character react if a Clanfear talked to them?
If a Clanfear talked to them?
Yes. I recently learned Clanfear can actually talk, they just don't like to. so we haven't heard them talk.
Interesting.
And then, since Heart's Day is coming up in 3 days, no, the Heart's Day week stuff is coming up in 3 days, which companion are you going to adventure with and why? Or not why? Which one are you adventuring with is fine. Are you going to go out and have a Galentine's with Miri or Ember, or are you going to go adventuring with one of your other friends? Have fun. Who's it going to be?
So, regarding your first one, you say you learned that Clanfear can talk.
Yeah.
They speak languages native to those on Tamriel, or is it like their own language?
Oh no, it was like it was an article I saw posted from the USP folks. They apparently in Arena, Clanfear could talk, and they said that they don't like to talk, and they haven't actually talked in any game since. But that is canon that Clanfear can talk.
Huh.
Yep. That kind of just blew my mind, and I wanted to share it.
So, I would imagine it would probably be very similar to what you see happen in like movies where an animal talks and there's that initial shock. And it's like, you can talk? I think like Tom and Jerry, when if you ever watch the Tom and Jerry movie, when from many years ago, there's a scene where one of them speaks and then the other one's like, you can talk? You can talk? And neither knew the other one could talk, so they never talked to each other while chasing each other around. Anyway, I can imagine it looking something quite similar. It's like, you know, if the Clanfear is attacking me and it says something, and it might be like, whoa, you can speak? Oh well, I must kill you now. Yeah, and then as far as your second one goes, probably will continue to adventure with Miri. She's been who I've been spending the most time with because I've already leveled Ember, and Ember is resting at the island, and you know, getting a much needed break. She's spent a lot of time hanging out with me, so it'll probably be Miri, and then from there, if I finish Miri by chance, I don't know who I would do next. I think who's the red guard? There's a red guard, right? Is it
Azamdar?
Azamdar, yeah. What is Azamdar's passive? Isn't it one of the more useful ones?
Research portfolios.
What do those contain?
Random things like paper-based things, paper-based loot.
Okay. Yeah. But Miri for now. What about you?
Oh my gosh. I've been trying to think about that. I still don't know. But I might just adventure with Tanloran to finish getting their level all the way up, because they're the last one I don't have at max level, and then I can get their thing. That might be it. I also, but then there's the whole, you get the little, you get the special things, and so there's more companion, like, quest, and, I want all of this, I want all of the lore for all of them, so, I don't know. We'll see what I choose, and I'll tell you.
Did it say that you had to adventure with each one to get those things, or that it would just be an item that you got that would be specific to the companion?
Yeah. It didn't say.
So
if
it
you
might
had to
be
be
that
adventuring with them to get it.
you might be adventuring with Bastion and get the one for Ember, or vice versa. Then, so
But see, that would be weird though, because it would make sense if it was the one where you the one you're adventuring with, because if you don't have, let's say you don't have access to that companion, like you never got Blackwood, the Blackwood chapter, so you don't have access to Miri and Bastion, or you chose not to purchase Tanloran or the Khajiit. Oh my god, so many people are gonna flame me for that one. I don't know. What's his name? What's the Khajiit's name? Zarethar.
there you go.
I like
Yeah.
Zarethar. Like, or you never got Apocrypha or something, right? Like, there's all of the companions are behind different paywalls. So it's one of those. You might not have all the companions.
Right.
It'd be weird if you got one for a companion that you don't have. That'd be kind of infuriating. But otherwise, eh?
We will at some point probably have all of that stuff is going to be base game. So if it's something that you're able to hold on to for the future, it won't be as bad. But if it's an item that's going to like expire or something, that could definitely be pretty frustrating. Or if it's
okay. So I had to
bound-
double check this for you. But Azandar is probably one of the most useful because his perk is called Azandar's Inquisitiveness, and the portfolios that you get, they can contain crafting recipes, treasure maps, research notes, survey reports, and other documents of value. That's probably why I have so many treasure maps, because I keep getting those all the time. But the crafting recipes are useful when you get them out of those.
Can those be high value ones as well? Like, can you
Yeah.
get?
Oh, yeah. I've gotten like blue ones, and that I remember. I don't remember if I've gotten any purple ones. I get them and I just kind of open them passively. It's one of those just. It's
Gotcha.
the thing. You open the thing, but
Right.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Cool. Well, that's all of our notes.
That's everything.
That is it. Except for announcements and contact stuff. So we're going to announce contact stuff.
Okay. So guild announcements. There is Treacherous Tuesday dungeons, and then Thursdays Relic Seekers. That is meeting at 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. And Fearless Fridays with Surya Dragoon, where you up and do some questing in a group and aren't daunted. You are undaunted.
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 We
Undaunted. We are undaunted.
Check the Lore Seekers Discord for other events for your respective platforms. These are just the ones for the PlayStation North American group.
Cool. So, yep, those events are Lore Seeker events, which we are Lore Seekers, if that wasn't clear. We are on PlayStation. We also have guilds on Xbox and PC, where Gwen and Crazy are both also on PC. But
Nope. I mean, I have been, but I've just been hanging out with PlayStation.
Oh, okay. So you haven't been doing anything over on the PC side recently?
I literally have not been on PC for at least a year at this point, I think.
Oh, okay. Well, anyway, but we do have guild representation on every platform. So if you're interested in being a lore seeker, and you want to take part in the events we mentioned, which are PlayStation specific events, each platform kind of handles their own thing. They do different things, but you can go over to loreseekers.club. That will have all the links that you need. You'll have to have Discord downloaded. You'll go in and there's an apply to guild option there, and you submit an application. It's super personal and very detailed. It takes about 4 hours to fill out, and gives us all your really since it doesn't. I'm just kidding. It only takes a few minutes. It just helps us get to know a little bit about you, just to make sure you're a good fit for our guild and we're a good fit for you. You only have 5 guild slots, so we want to make sure we're being respectful of those, and also we're protecting guild members from trolls coming in and trying to eat all their apples or anything like that. But anyway, so you do that, and it takes about 24 to 48 hours somebody to review it and get you approved and invite sent in game. And then you can get into the Discord and start hanging out and meeting people and recruiting people and getting together to go run dungeons or quests or whatever it is you might want to do. As for us in the Snugpod, if you want to communicate with us, a couple different ways you can do that. You can catch us on social at Snugpodcast, Twitter, Blue Sky, or X, whatever. You can also email us, snugpodcast@gmail.com, where you can just leave comments wherever you're watching the video or listening to the podcast. We're on YouTube and Twitch, twitch.tv/snugpodcast, and YouTube. Just search Snug Podcast and you will find us. And if you would rather listen, you can do that. Just you need a podcast app, podcatcher, whatever they call those these days, and just search for Snug Podcast. You'll find us there. If you want to hang out with us live, we try to go live somewhere around 10 to 10:30 on Sunday nights. That's Central Time. And yeah, that's it. So if you want to leave us a comment or respond to give us your answers on the No More Murder Hobos, where you have or have not seen the Dwemer, any of that kind of stuff, then you can do that there. And anyway, Gwen, do you have anything else?
Bastion. I'm going to adventure with Bastion.
All right. I'm glad you worked that out.
It was enough time to think about it.
Awesome. Well, yeah, you can tell us who you're going to be adventuring with if you want to hit us up with that in the comments and such. Well, all right. I guess that's going to wrap it up for us this week. We will hopefully be back next week. And hopefully all 3 of us will be here. But anyway, until then, thanks for hanging out with us. We appreciate you giving us a little bit of your time. Hopefully we've made your day a little bit better. Maybe informed you a little bit. Hopefully made you laugh a time or two. Something like that. But until next time, take care of yourself. Take care of others. Be a decent person. And we'll see you soon.
May you not have to be inflicted by Periite. Bye.
Sleep well, Tamriel.